Here too.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, here we are at step 4, the final step. And what's important at this step is that you operate with restraint. Don't get carried away and do a whole lot. Do just a little bit. So what we're going to do first here is work in the tree area. And basically with some dark. So I'm using my sap green here again, adding some phthalo blue and some ultramarine blue and a little bit of red so it doesn't get too candyish, too pretty. Come in here, put just a few darks in into the tree area. Using my flat brush, just kind of smooth out the tops a little bit. Like I say, not very much. Just a little bit. A little suggestion of detail. Often helps to get back a little bit. Check out how it's going. I'm using this brush with just a little bit of water in it so I can smooth out the tops and keep the bottoms hard, so it'll give you the effect of light working on it there. Over here to this green area, get the bottom a little bit like that. Next, I'm using my burnt sienna, mixing some ultramarine blue with it, so it gets pretty good and dark. Coming in here, put in those rocks, put in a little suggestion of shadows. I'm figuring the light's coming, generally it's a cloudy day, but it's generally coming from over here. So I smooth out my darks toward the light. That is, wash out the wet paint I have there on the side toward the light. Well, I have this good dark here. Take advantage of it. What I need to do, get in here just right. I don't want this line going all the way along. This is the shadow of the water, the surf that's come up on the sand, right at its edge. Look a little more realistic. I'm dominant since I don't want to get it too dark. It goes from realistic to surrealistic, and that is not good. Alright, still have my darks. I'm going to go the opposite direction on when I smooth it this time. By the way, what I did here was that I brought this painting here up to speed to this one so that I could go ahead and develop it further down here. So these were pretty much matching when I started this step. It's important for you to understand that why I'm going in this fashion. It just helps to divide them and show it to you in obvious steps. I think we'll leave well enough alone there. Now, okay, now what I'm going to do next is the C part. Mixing again, starting with phthalo blue, coming in with some green. This is going to be a little darker. Sap green, phthalo blue. And some alizarin crimson. That's the red I'm using throughout this entire painting, really. Now, what I want to do is come in under the white areas of foam in the water area with some darks. First, well, I can just come in, I don't know. A little more challenging to do this upside down. Need one right about here. Now before that dries too much, wash out my brush, hit that sponge, get most of the water off of it, leave a little water, and I smooth out that wave downward. Hard tops, soft bottoms, except down here where I want to highlight that crashing foam. There, maybe just a touch of one, a few back there. Take care of that later. This is the point where you can run it if you keep going too long. So I want that to be boxy, so let's eliminate that. All right, good. Now, also, there's one other area. I'm adding a little blue to my green water, so pick up a little blue from the sky. I'm going to come in first at the bottom. Here and there, a crashing wave. This. Then, next, come up right above what I just painted there and soften upwards this time. This is the shadow on the foam, the crashing wave foam, like that. I get a little too much, I just use a Kleenex and pull it out. Like that. Then, switch brushes so I get a nice point. Maybe just a touch more blue, not too much. This is going to be light because this is going to be a little patches of the darker water that show through in spots on the foam. What's important with these is that you keep them light, maybe not quite that light. That you vary them. That's what's really important. Vary the shapes. Keep them going horizontal because that's the way they look to your eye. Just a suggestion of some patches in the foam. So I did some, but I didn't do a whole heck of a lot to this to finalize it. Just put in a few details, some darks here and there, some strategic ones. I have a little spot right here that I don't like with a rock. While it was wet, the paint there leaked down into the water. I just move it, wet it a little bit and blot it up. So there we go, to review. First step was pencil, simple pencil sketch. Go over and correct that sketch, adding ink, waterproof ink. Fix it up the way you want it, get it ready. Float in initial washes, most of them fairly light. See the difference here? Much darker here, lighter here. Get the general average color of the area pretty much to right on or as close as you can or as close as you want it to be. Then come in with final touches, use restraint, don't go overboard, put in some details. Generally that amounts to darker versions of the color that's already there, pretty much. And so that's it. So the next time, in the next series of clips and lessons, we'll deal with equipment that I use outdoors, and also in a little while we'll be doing an actual field demonstration where I'll get out on the field and do the whole process from scratch in all 4 steps to show you how I go about that. Hope you enjoyed this and come back for more.